Good afternoon and welcome to the July 21st, 2026 Evansville Water and Sewer Utility Board meeting here at the Sunrise Pump Station. The first item will be the consent agenda, and I would ask if there's any board members that have seen anything on the consent agenda they might want to discuss later and take off the consent, or shall we just continue with what we got?
No. Continue.
All right, thank you. And on that consent agenda will be the minutes of the Water and Sewer Utility Board meeting on Friday, July the 3rd, 2026, and special public hearing minutes on Friday, July 3, 2026. Also will be the payroll week ending July 5th, 2026, which was for $205,761.39. Also the payroll week ending July 12th, 2026, which was for $487,786.86. Also will be the accounts payable voucher register, the pay requests, which will be found in your Appendix A. And then we also have addendum number 1 to the ESRI master agreement recommended by Daniel Clasville. We also have the approval of the statement of the basic for just compensation for partial number 1 as a part of the Eastland Mall Lift Station Rehab Project, U1099. And it's in the amount of $5,200. This is being recommended by Logan Goof and Ryan Meyer. Also, the approval of the Keller Schrader Master Service Consulting Agreement in the amount of $100,000, recommended by Chris Moody and Daniel Clasville. Also will be the approval of the amendment number 1 to street sweeping services contract with the Indiana Department of Transportation, which is recommended by Daniel Clasville. This is the consent agenda, and I would entertain a motion for acceptance.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye, and the motion carries. We now go to some opening of some bids. The first will be open the bids for the West WWTP HVAC modification project view 1263. Would you like to tell us a little bit about it, Logan?
I would. Thank you. Good afternoon. This project, we were before you on the June 23rd board meeting to request permission to advertise. It advertised for 2 Fridays, and we held a mandatory pre-bid on July 7th of 2026. As a refresher on the scope of this project, we're addressing several HVAC issues across the entirety of the West wastewater treatment plant. The up-to-date engineer's estimate on this project is a hair over $1 million. So at this time, I would like to entertain opening of the bids.
Okay. And the first bid that I have in front of me is from Dyke Brothers Lumber and Construction Company, Inc. And their bid is $1,238,560. Next bid is from Mel K, and their bid is $1,246,133.
Should be it.
We only had the 2 bids. I'm sorry.
Okay. This time I'd like to take these bids under advisement, come back to you guys with a recommendation for award.
Okay. I would entertain a motion that we take these bids under advisement at this time.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye, and we will.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
You must have the bids for the water main replacement project U1289, which would be Morgan Avenue and Bakey Road.
I do. Good afternoon to the board and directors. This project received permission to advertise on June 23rd. It will replace the existing water main with approximately 500 linear feet of 12-inch water main, and it includes a jack and bore under Morgan Avenue. And we'd like to entertain the bids received.
All right. The first bid that we have is from Blankenberger Brothers, Inc. And it's for $791,457. Our next bid is from Dyke Brothers Lumber and Construction Company, Inc. Their bid is $671,073. The next will be found is with Infrastructure Systems LLC. Their bid is $849,625. Next is Culverstein Contracting, Inc. Their bid is for $634,389. Next is Miller Pipeline LLC. And their bid is $860,781.55. The last one that we have
Okay.
is for SAMM, which will be Sam Trucking and Excavating, Inc. Their bid was set for $715,000.
7:15.
$715,000.
Okay.
$715,000. That's a little better,
Yeah.
little difference.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like me to do with this?
Sure, thank you. The bids will be reviewed by our designer, Clark Dietz, with input from city purchasing. And at this time, we like to take the bids under advisement for review, and we'll return at a later date for a recommendation for award.
Okay. Can I have a motion? I would entertain a motion to put these bids under advisement at the present time.
So moved.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye and the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next will be under old business water, which will be approved change order number 1 in the increased amount of $11,256.86 to Rego Inc. for the William L. Brooks Drive, Oak Hill Road to Eden Road Water Main Replacement Project, U1269. It's being recommended by Jennifer Kane and Sean Wright. The new contract amount would be $276,063.86. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that, please?
Sure. I'm seeking approval of change order number 1 to Regal as a final change order to the construction contract amount. Change order number 1 is a total increase to the contract price of $11,256.86. It creates 3 new pay items, and it reflects the final adjustment of all the existing items to the actual quantities used in the field. The primary source of increase was due to additional work around the existing connection valve and the replacement of a broken belt box at this location. This is the first and final change order. And I recommend approval of change order number 1 in the amount stated.
Do we have any questions for Jennifer? Or comments?
Nope.
Seeing none, then I would entertain a motion for approval of change order number 1 in the increased amount of $11,256.85 to Rego Inc. for the William L. Brooks Drive, Oak Hill Road to Eden Road Water Main Replacement Project, U1269.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye and the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Now go to new business underwater. And it will be the approved amendment number 1 to the interlocal agreement with Vandenberg County Engineers Office for the Boonville New Harmony Road water main relocation, Petersburg to 57 project U1187 in the amount of $52,704.89, being recommended by Mitch Ferguson and Ryan Meyer. Afternoon, Mitch.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. This amendment is an interlocal agreement with Vandenberg County Engineers Office for the water main relocation work along Boonville New Harmony Road as part of the road improvements project by the county. It was originally signed. The original interlocal agreement was signed by the board on November 14th, 2023. The original agreement included 12-inch water main relocation along Boonville New Harmony from Petersburg Road to State Road 57. The relocation of the water main was due to conflicts with the planned road improvement projects and storm sewer improvements. This agreement was for an estimated amount of $2,171,600 and only included this water main work. During construction, it was found that there were 2 special sanitary sewer relocations due to storm conflicts that were not caught during the design. These conflicts resulted in $32,170.50 increase to the contract. This amendment adds the sewer costs as well as $20,534.39 for final quantity adjustments to the water. Most of that increase was due to the addition of 14 45-degree bins. So this brings the new total to $2,224,304.89. Approval of this amendment will allow EWSU to reimburse the county engineer's office for the costs of the water and sewer work. This has been reviewed by Marco with his comments being addressed. It's still currently under review with the county engineers legal team. We don't expect any major changes at this time. So I will recommend this for approval and will answer any questions that you have.
This line kind of has to dance around other stuff then, if it's got that many 45s.
I think it was a lot more vertical conflicts than it was horizontal. Correct. A lot of crossing storm types
Going
of
under
things.
or over stuff.
Yes.
Do we have any other questions for Mitch? Nope. All right, then I would entertain a motion for approval of amendment number 1 to the interlocal agreement with Vandenberg County Engineer Office for the Boonville New Harmony Road water main relocation, Petersburg to State Road 57, project U1187.
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye. The motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to new business under the sewer, and that would be approved statements of the basics for just compensation for 7 partials for State Road 57 and Kansas Road Sewer Replacement Project in the amount of $76,240. This is being recommended by Mitch Ferguson and Ryan Meyer. You're up.
All right. Thank you again. I'm requesting the approval of the SBJCs for the 7 parcels along the proposed sewer alignment for State Road 57, the Kansas Sewer Replacement Project. This project will replace approximately 1,400 feet of 12-inch and 1,700 feet, excuse me, of 15-inch existing sewer with new 24 and 30-inch sewer respectively. This project is currently at 60% design with 90% expected in August sometime. The designer has identified land needs on these 7 parcels along the new alignment of the sewer. In total, we are hoping to acquire approximately 1.74 acres of permanent easements and 0.97 acres of temporary easements for the total, as stated, of $76,240. So approval of these SBJCs will allow EWSU or its representatives to reach out to the property owners with the initial offers. So at this time, I'd recommend the approval of the SBJCs and be happy to answer any questions you have.
Is this project going to tear up that intersection now?
No, we are avoiding the intersection. We'll be jack and boring underneath Kansas Road.
Then what are we catching? Sewer. Are we catching what comes down the hill from Kansas to the west?
Yeah, so the actual project limits are, do you know where the Vomac truck lot is there. It's north of Kansas Road. Just south of
Yes,
their
yes,
property
yes,
there. We'll
yes, I
catch
know.
it there. We'll bring it down, go along Kansas Road and then cross just after the bridge there on Kansas. And then go south and catch it at Furlick Creek.
Okay. Do we have any other questions or
Are
comments?
these, parcel, prices, or this is what actually has been agreed to, or are these offers?
No, sir, these are just the appraisals of the property.
Okay, so they've not been finalized.
No, this will be what we're allowed to go give the initial offer to the property owner, and then we'll have to negotiate with them from there, or hopefully they accept.
Thank
that.
you.
Welcome.
Maybe they'll come back and want to pay less than what you're on,
Yeah,
which is very unlikely.
probably.
Any other questions or comments?
No.
Thank you. Then I would entertain a motion for approval of statements of the basics for just compensation for 7 partials for the State Road 57 Kansas Road Sewer Replacement Project, U1212, in the amount of $76,240.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye and the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next is to approve the master service agreement in the amount of $0 with Powers Engineering, Inc. for the on-call sewer rehabilitation design services, recommended by Ryan Marr and Sean Wright.
I'll be presenting this for Ryan today. This is a new master services agreement. The $0 agreement establishes Powers Engineering as one of the firms selected in an internal selection committee to perform an on-call design services for the planned capital improvements to rehabilitate the existing sewer collection system. The engineer will serve as a primary member of an on-call design pool that will be engaged to execute the design and bidding of sewer rehabilitation projects over the agreement term. This agreement term is structured with an initial 2-year term with the potential to retain for additional 1-year period extensions up to a 4-year term, which provides us both consistency and flexibility. So at this time, I'd like to recommend the approval of this professional services agreement with Powers Engineering, and I'll answer any questions that you have.
Do we have any questions for Mitch?
No.
Seeing none, then I would entertain a motion for approval of the master service agreement in the amount of $0 with Powers Engineering, Inc. for the on-call sewer rehabilitation design services.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I vote aye. The motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, now moving on to the next item on our agenda. Is there any of the board members that have anything they'd like to bring before this meeting? Okay. How about then we'll go to the director and
Nothing
nothing?
about the other directors, but.
Just for you, nothing. I think she told me I'm out.
Okay, you're out. She didn't put you guys out though.
I have nothing.
Nothing, okay.
I do hope the new iPads are working.
We don't want.
You don't like them? Okay. I won't bring it up again. What do you think?
He wanted to know if we like our new iPads.
What do you tell him?
No.
We're all signed in, I think. Yeah.
All right, next would be, I would ask if there's anyone in the audience that has anything that they'd like to bring before the board meeting this afternoon. All right, so none. The next board meeting will be here on Tuesday, August the 4th, 2026, and it'll be at 3 p.m. And so with that, then I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved. Second?
Okay, I pretty well covered the board there. All those in, thank you all. All those in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you very much. board for your attendance today, and thank you, members of the,
I
also
know,
for attending.
usually farmer takes credit.